So God created man in his own image, and in the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. And God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth." This word man is the generic word for species. Sometimes people have read this text and thought, oh, okay, God created men in his image, but women are not made in God's image. That would be to totally distort the Hebrew text here. Man is the generic word that refers to the entirety of the human species. All of us, young, old, male, female, every ethnicity, every culture, the entire sum of us is what represents God's image to the world. So if you think of a prism, a little crystal, if you were to hold it up to the sun and the sun shone through that prism, it refracts all kinds of colors and shapes and lights on the wall opposite the prism. And if you were to look at one light refraction, you could say, well, that one single refraction represents what the sun must look like. But it's not until you look at every single color and shape and form of light that goes through that prism that you have a full picture of what the sun might look like. In the same way, us as individuals each have a little piece of God's image in us. But it's not until you look at every single human, the combined total of male, female, every ethnicity, every age group, that you get a picture of what God is like. So one age group can't say to another, "You're less than." One gender can't say to another, "You're less than." One ethnicity can't say to another, "You're inferior." All of us together, interdependent, reflect the image of God. Next, you'll notice that God subdivides the species into male and female, and then he commands male and female, "Go out, be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth." So there's a very, very specific design for how society and culture works. Our species does not move forward if male and female are not in relationship. We're made to be together, to be interdependent, and this is critical for how we conduct work and vocation. So the second talent, the second thing that we steward on God's behalf, we must live in interdependence with other image bearers. I depend on you, you depend on me. That's how God made us to be. If you ever find yourself in life saying, "I'm right and everyone else is wrong," or "I don't need anyone, I can do everything by myself," or "People are so messed up, I'm going to hide away from everybody and go be alone," or even "I don't care what other people think." If you find yourself saying any of those things, you're missing the point of what it is to be an image bearer. God made us to be interdependent upon one another. Relationships are the fabric of the universe and of the fabric of what it means to be like God. When Jesus was studying the Pentateuch 2,000 years ago, he concluded the second greatest commandment was that we love our neighbor. So here's some self-reflection, things to think about. Do you have any close relationships? What are the most important relationships in your life? A spouse, child, parent, sibling, coworker? If you think about your most intimate relationships, are they as healthy as they can be? And at work, are you known as someone that's well-loved? Are you a team player? Do you need others, and do others need you? If the answer is no, you're missing some element of what God created you to be. Or here's another test. Let's say you're on your way home from church today and your car breaks down. Do you have someone that you can call that will drop everything they're doing to come rescue you? Or let's say you get bullied unfairly. Do you have people that will step to your side and defend you? If not, then you may not be bearing relationships as God designed you to.